my channel. Today I'm doing something very exciting and a little bit different for me. I will be sharing an unboxing and a try on and my first impressions from a parcel that I just received from SEZANE! So I received this parcel this morning. It's now Friday lunchtime. I'm pretty sure I ordered on Monday. That's like 5 days. Oh, bless DHL. How good are they? From Paris all the way to Sydney in 5 days. So for those of you that aren't familiar, SEZANE is a French-based label that actually started out as a vintage clothing brand, but it has since expanded to become one of the most popular French labels out there. It's really popular amongst a lot of influencers and stylists and celebrities because they offer a lot of laid-back and elevated wardrobe staples, allowing mere mortals like you and me to tap into the French girl chic aesthetic. Although I wonder if locally they just refer to it as girl aesthetic. Okay, another important thing to note when shopping from SEZANE, particularly if you are international like me, is that they do offer free delivery to the US, Australia, Hong Kong and Canada, and it's for all orders over $200 US, and it is free returns from the US, Canada and Australia. So I took comfort in that fact. I should note though that I think if you hit over $750 US, then you will attract the taxes and the duties from Australia, so just keep in mind. So this is my third order from SEZANE, and I really only started shopping from them when they started offering free returns. I like the security of the free returns because I always end up sending something back. And so I thought I would take advantage and try out a lot of their knitwear this time around because I'm particularly interested in their knits. They offer everything. There's jeans, tops, outerwear, accessories and shoes, but what grabs me the most are their knits. And if you have a quick browse on their website, everything is just so beautiful and effortless and the models look amazing. And so I thought maybe I can look like that too. Oh, and one more thing. In honor of the fact that I am doing a SEZANE unboxing, it only seemed appropriate and fitting that I wear one of my favorite SEZANE knits. This is the Leontine knit, which constantly sells out, but it constantly gets restocked as well. And so I'll have it linked below in the event that it is available. So I've been thinking about the best way to tackle this try on. And I think what might be most helpful to you is if I were to include pictures of how it looks modeled, share how it looks like on me, not a model and a mere mortal. I'll also talk through how I feel about them, happy, sad, angry, and whether or not I choose to keep it or return it. So let's get started. Through, which is very exciting. Lots of cool tones, lots of browns, and keep in mind it is in the middle of summer here in Australia, so very smart purchasing from me. So the first item on my knitwear stack is this lovely boat neck knit. I think it's called the Victor knit. I'll pop all the details on the screen right now. And I think what drew me to this is the neckline and the button detail. I ordered this in an extra small. It feels really soft. It's a little bit fuzzy. It's sort of mohairish. I'll pop the fabric composition on the screen for you as well. The sleeves are also, they're fitted at the cuffs, but they're sort of a blouse on sleeve, it appears, along the arm. So yeah, let's give this one a go. Okay, so I've just popped the first piece on. This is the Victor jumper in the size extra small. I really love the sleeve detail. I'm not wearing anything underneath except a bra, obviously. But I am lukewarm on this one. I think that the neckline looks a tad mumsy. That's sort of the initial reaction that I'm getting at the moment, and maybe it's not great with a pair of jeans, so maybe I will give it a go with something else in my wardrobe to see if it works. But I think the sleeves are lovely. I think that the colour is really nice too. It's a really lovely autumnal colour. I'm really into browns at the moment. Trousers that are a go-to whenever I'm in the office, as well as a pair of heels. I mean, I like this look, but I'm not completely blown away by it, so I think that it'll likely go back unless it sweet talks me, buys me chocolate and convinces me that it should stay. Yeah, so this one's a no. Tissue paper out of this one. Tissue paper is always a really good sign, I think, because it just emphasizes the newness. Okay, and I'm just gonna get this. The next knit that we have in the pile is this really sweet jumper here. It's called the Zoe jumper. Surprise, surprise, navy. If you're new to my YouTube, then you will slowly learn that navy is my favorite color. If you come over here from Instagram or my blog, then surprise, surprise. Very similar to the style that I'm wearing now with sort of like the Henley button line. So this feels really soft and lovely. It's quite thin, so it's one of those knitwear tops rather than a jumper. Okay. I have good vibes about this one. Let's try it on. Okay, so this is how it looks with my beige trousers, and navy and beige. Is there a better combination? And something to note as well is that when I'm trying things on, I always make sure that I look somewhat presentable. If you're just sort of hanging around the house in your pajamas with, say, spot treatment on your face, then you're going to look like crap, and you're going to feel like crap whenever you're trying on the clothes, and it's not going to give you a realistic impression of how they look when you're out and about in the real world. And it also serves as a bit of a confidence booster as well, because there's nothing worse than trying on things that you were really excited to receive, only for none of them to work, when it was really your fault for you to schedule your spot treatment to coincide with you trying on the pieces. And then this is also very similar to the Leon tie knit that I have, with the Henley neckline and the fitted cuffs and the blouse on sleeves. I keep pointing out the sleeves. It's something that I'm really enjoying at the moment, and they're like the first thing that I notice whenever I'm putting something on. Ooh, puffy sleeves. But yeah, I really like this one. I think this is more of a dressy version of my Leon tie knit, and it's a little bit more textured as well in the knit. Yeah, I really like this one. What do you guys think? Okay, the next style that I have here on my knitwear stack is a style that really drew me on the website, and that is the Jacob jumper. So this is a thinner knit. It's got sort of like a mock turtle neckline, again button details, and I ordered this in a charcoal grey, thinking that it would be a good candidate for both my work wardrobe and my off-duty style. So let's see how this one looks on as well. So this is how it looks on, the extra small, and the sleeves are still a tad long, though I quite like the fit. It's not as fitted as the other sort of baby wool tops that I have in my wardrobe, but I really love the neckline. There's also this sort of button detail here on the shoulder. I had one concern when I did order this online, and I was afraid that the colour would be a little bit too dull, and it is different in person, I must say. There is a lot more blue coming out of the charcoal, and I do prefer that because I wear a lot of navy. And this to me is a versatile knit. This is how it looks with a pair of beige high-waisted trousers. I feel very Parisian in this, even in my own bedroom. I'm sure I could probably fix that. All I need is a baguette and some delicious food, and it's like I'm almost there. So I think this one is going to stay. Okay, and the next top is one that I've seen worn by heaps of influencers, so I was influenced to give this one a go, for lack of a better term, and it is this slinky black knit t-shirt. It's called the Anil top. I think that's how you pronounce it. I have this in the black, in an extra small. I'm not really one for sort of low necklines or scoop necklines, and so let's give this one a go and see if it works. So this is how it looks on a mere mortal like me, and first impressions, it feels really comfortable. The fabric is really lovely and soft. I think it fits really well too. The biggest bugbear for me is the neckline. I think it is a tad low for what I am comfortable with, particularly with my lifestyle at the moment. Like with kids, I'm constantly on the floor and like bending over and reaching for toys with them. And if I were to wear it into the office, I think it's one of those pieces that I would have to be a little bit more considered about, so I don't want to accidentally expose myself to my colleagues. I think it's one of those tops though that would be really good for sort of going out and getting a little bit more dressed up for date nights or dinners out and things like that. But if I'm honest, we're not really doing much of that these days. I think Rational Virginia is coming in to say that while it's lovely, this is a piece that doesn't work for my current lifestyle, and it is sadly a... Okay, so the last item in my mini knitwear haul is probably the top that inspired my purchase in the first place, and that is the Mia knit. Now, I ordered this in an extra small and it is huge. So let's just hope that this isn't a total disaster. From the get-go, the wool feels really soft and fuzzy, but it has the potential of being a bit itchy and scratchy. And I don't really want this to be an itchy and scratchy show. So let's try this on and let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, so this is the Mia cardigan on, and while I was initially worried that it might be a little bit too oversized and big, I really quite love the fit. I think it enhances sort of the blouse on sleeves, again with the sleeves. I think it's a really sweet cardigan. It's one of those pieces that I'll likely tuck into sort of high-waisted pants and high-waisted jeans like what I'm doing now. And I really love the colour. It's really quite lovely. In terms of the itchy and scratchy factor, because that's something that I was a little bit concerned about, thanks to the alpaca wool, this is a little bit more textured, but because it sits looser on the arms, it's not actually sitting against my skin as much as, say, like a tight-fitting knit top. And so I'm actually not overly concerned about it. I really love this one. I was the most excited about this one too, and I am really quite pleased with it. This is the extra small, it's very oversized. I think that the extra small could have probably worked as well, but it is such a cute piece. And again, I feel really Parisian. Get me my baguette, get me my beret, get me my pastry. And I really feel like I could be in France right now, just walking the streets, looking fashionable in my Mia cardigan, minding my own French business. So what do you guys think? So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that this try on and me talking through my first impressions of the SEZANE pieces was helpful to any of you that currently have any of these on your radar. I will have everything linked in the description section below. I'd love it if you liked and commented and subscribed to support what I'm doing here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!